Why liberals lost the 2016 election. Liberals are not the progressives they once were. The new regressive liberalism is what has caused them to lose and lose big in this election. I myself was once a liberal, but I am no longer one after becoming disillusioned and disgusted with their new ideologies and downright nutty behavior in recent years. Here are reasons why liberals lost. Blindly following their leaders and failing to criticize them when they don't uphold liberal values and issues. During the Bush era, President George W. Bush created quite a few policies that enraged liberals. After we voted for Obama in the 2008 election, we hoped he would undo certain Bush-era policies. However, when Obama continued and even expanded the same Bush policies everyone was screaming about, liberals wouldn't let out a peep. When Obama's continuation of the Bush policies were mentioned, their response was either denial or the phrase, "Well, nobody is perfect," and then when anyone dared to criticize Obama for it, they were instantly attacked and called racist. Abandonment of liberal values. There was once a time when liberals never compromised their values for political expediency. However, this has changed in recent years. Creating racial tension, hatred, and division. Liberals in recent years have become increasingly obsessed with race, so much in fact that they see racists everywhere. They have purposefully stirred up racial tensions by claiming that America is an extremely racist country. Never mind the fact that if America were as racist as they make it out to be, they cannot provide a valid explanation for how a black president got elected twice, let alone got past the primaries. I don't know any racist country that would let that happen. Liberals also have made people of color out to be poor victims who are denied any chance to better themselves. However, when anyone of color does become successful, liberals call them sellouts. Liberals particularly like to accuse white people, especially white males, of having privilege over everyone else. Yet this privilege, in truth, does not exist. They often take the stance that white people need to be punished for what their ancestors may have done to other races of people. Yet this is like saying that if a person's great-great-grandfather committed a crime, that person should be punished for it too. There is no sane rationality for this. Liberals have also continuously used the actions of a handful of racists to purposefully incite racial tensions and even violence. Radical feminism. Liberals accuse America of being sexist and that women are oppressed. Yet women are surpassing men in the field of education and even in other areas in the workplace. American women have the highest standard of living compared to other countries, some of which women are stoned to death if they get raped and are even forced to hide themselves in burqas. To liberals, male masculinity is also a thing to be looked down upon. Males who display their masculinity, which is instinctual, are literally attacked for being males. Insane ideas about immigration. Liberals think anyone should be able to come into the country with no documentation. Anyone who thinks otherwise is labeled as a racist or a xenophobe. Never mind the fact that every other country on the planet requires anyone who wishes entry into that country to be documented. Any country with open borders puts its people in danger to some degree. It's an issue of safety, not xenophobia or racism. Taking political correctness too far. In the world of liberalism today, anything and everything is offensive, racist, sexist, and bigoted. Anything they deem offensive and politically incorrect is to be silenced and banned. Everything from Halloween costumes to certain jokes can cause them to have a mental meltdown. They have become so hypersensitive that anything could offend and trigger them to cry for a safe space against the big bad microaggression monsters. Liberals have become anti-free speech. Liberals have reached a point that anyone who disagrees with them on any issue is to be punished, attacked, bullied, and given some kind of label. Hating America. In the old days, while liberals felt that America was not the way it should be, they still loved their country and never had the hatred for their country that they do now. One of their new pastimes is trashing America and desecrating American flags. Narcissistic behavior and holier-than-thou attitudes. Liberals often act like their ideas and opinions are the only ones that matter, and they know what is in everyone else's best interest, as if they are superior to everyone else. In their delusions of superiority, everyone is to be told how to think and feel, and they are to be punished if they don't. Not taking accountability for mistakes. Liberals have become incredibly obtuse and arrogant in recent years. They will never admit when they are wrong, even when the facts are right in their faces. Irrational and immature behavior. Liberals have become irrational and immature in much of their behavior. When they don't get their way, they often have tantrums and have protests which have lately become violent. So much for taking the high road. They also exhibit childish behavior towards friends who don't agree or go along with them by often ending those friendships. Creating division in their own party. During this election, there were many liberals who did not support Hillary. These individuals were often attacked and bullied by Hillary-supporting liberals for refusing to go along with the program. These are the reasons why liberals have lost the election. Their downright psychotic ideologies, demands, and behavior in recent years is what has caused their downfall. The truth is, liberals have no one else to blame but themselves and their behavior for why Donald Trump has been elected as president and why Republicans now control both the House and the Senate.